Beach Auditorium in Greater Miami, the Miss USA Beauty Pageant. Tonight, one girl will win the opportunity to represent the United States in the pageant that chooses the most beautiful girl on earth, Miss Universe. See if you can pick the girl who this year will also receive a movie contract and many other prizes and awards. And now to greet you with a wonderful George M. Cohen tune, the most beautiful girls in the USA. The popular MC of Truth or Consequences, Mr. Bob Barker. Tonight's special guest, singer and composer, Paul Anka. The Miss USA Beauty Pageant, televised in color, is brought to you by Deodorant Zest, for that really clean, really fresh-feeling zest. And by Liquid Trell, rich and luxurious shampoo.
I want to see a Yankee Doodle girl, one I can call Miss USA. I want to see a Yankee Doodle girl, she's the one who always leads the way. It really doesn't matter where she's from, any one of 50 states is fine. The girls are great at any land, but I prefer the local brand. Yes, I'll take a Yankee Doodle girl for mine.
From North Dakota and South Dakota, from Pennsylvania and Minnesota, from Indiana and old Montana, from Colorado and Louisiana, we come from every day. One from each of the next is selling a store of tea, and it's the life we play for the time of USA.
Give me a Caroline, give me a Roman Latin. From Maine to North of Man, I'll take a Charlie, Oregonian, Alabama, or Washingtonian. When I spy her, just walk by her, I shall, hey, Miss USA! I want to see a Yankee Doodle girl, one I can call Miss USA. I want to see a Yankee Doodle girl, she's the one who always leads the way. It really doesn't matter where she's from, any one of 50 states is fine. The girls are great in any land, but I prefer the local brand. Yes, I'll take a Yankee. A Yankee Doodle. I'll take a Yankee Doodle girl.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Bob Barker.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this, the 17th annual Miss USA Beauty Pageant. Now, I had the pleasure of hosting this pageant last year, and it was a rather unusual year in that the young lady I crowned Miss USA, Sylvia Hitchcock, went on in just 8 weeks to become Miss Universe of 1967, something which has happened only 4 times in the 17-year history of this pageant. And as a result, Cheryl Patton succeeded to the title, and she has reigned for the past year. And we have both of these very lovely young ladies with us tonight, and I should like to present them to you right now. First, the reigning Miss USA, Cheryl Ann Patton. And Miss Universe of 1967, Sylvia Hitchcock. Now, as you know, during the past 12 months, local pageants have been held across the country to select the delegates for this Miss USA beauty pageant. And from the thousands of contestants, 51 girls were chosen to represent their state and the District of Columbia. Now, these girls have been in Miami for the last week. They've been meeting our judges, they've been rehearsing, and now these judges are going to have one last look at the girls before the judges decide which 15 girls will become our semifinalists, with one of them to go on to become Miss USA of 1968. So, look them over closely yourself. Choose your own favorite as you meet our 51 beauty delegates in the Miss USA Parade of States. Miss Alabama.
Claudia Robinson, Mobile.
Miss Alaska.
Jerry Long, Anchorage.
Miss Arizona.
Julie Spriggs, Avondale.
Miss Arkansas.
Ann Smithwick, Jacksonville.
Miss California, winner of Outstanding State Costume.
Suzanne Fromm, March Air Force Base.
Miss Colorado.
Ann Bell, Littleton.
Miss Connecticut.
Janet Schlinsky, New Haven.
Miss Delaware.
Diane Parker, Wilmington.
Miss District of Columbia.
Diane Motherhead, District of Columbia.
Miss Florida.
Leslie Bauer, Newport Richey.
Miss Georgia.
Mia Garvin, Atlanta.
Miss Hawaii.
Carol Seymour, Honolulu.
Miss Idaho.
Anna Marie Evenson, Coast Falls.
Miss Illinois.
Sandy Roosevelt, Wheaton.
Miss Indiana.
Nikki Peck, Hammond.
Miss Iowa.
Marcy Anderson, Sioux City.
Miss Kansas.
Ann Layton, Baldwin City.
Miss Kentucky, winner of the Unity Award voted by the girls themselves.
Kay Pinkley from Murray.
Miss Louisiana.
Kathy Adair, Franklin.
Miss Maine.
Sherry Campbell, Skowhegan.
Miss Maryland.
Paulette Red, Baltimore.
Miss Massachusetts.
Sonia Prince, Boston.
Miss Michigan.
Jenny Cliff, Novi.
Miss Minnesota.
Minneapolis.
Miss Mississippi.
Brenda Cotterly, Macomb.
Miss Missouri.
Jan Barton, Macon.
Miss Montana.
Mary Barker, Billings.
Miss Nebraska.
Linda Drescher, Omaha.
Miss Nevada.
Patty Landry, Las Vegas.
Miss New Hampshire.
Debbie Spears, Exeter.
Miss New Jersey.
Linda Kaplan, Secaucus.
Miss New Mexico.
Bonnie Tapoya, Los Cruces.
Miss New York.
June West, New York City.
Miss North Carolina.
Kelly Moore, Raleigh.
Miss North Dakota.
Jewel Christensen, Fargo.
Miss Ohio.
Linda Hoyle, Columbus.
Miss Oklahoma.
Linda Bertazzi, Oklahoma City.
Miss Oregon.
Marcia Mayer, Portland.
Miss Pennsylvania.
Barbara Verlander, White Oak.
Miss Rhode Island.
Betty Lou Whitmore, Providence.
Miss South Carolina.
Illinois, Bamberg.
Miss South Dakota.
Irene Blacksmith, Sioux Falls.
Miss Tennessee. Miss Texas.
Jeannie Wilson, Dallas.
Miss Utah.
Shelley Cannon, Salt Lake City.
Miss Vermont.
Hugh Glenn, Mount Snow.
Miss Virginia.
Rayford McLean.
Miss Washington.
Didi Unset, Perkins.
Miss West Virginia.
Pat Coyne, Wheeling.
Miss Wisconsin.
Janice Cox, Milwaukee.
And Miss Wyoming.
Keith Mathers, Douglas.
Ladies and gentlemen, the parade of Miss USA Beauty. Thank you, girls.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm June Lockhart, your television hostess for this evening. And now that you've met our 51 contestants, the fun begins. See if your favorites are in the 15 the judges select. There doesn't seem to be any pattern to follow in trying to pick tonight's winner. There have been as many blonde Miss USAs as brunettes. No geographical area has been favored. And of course, the winner is never chosen solely for her appearance. During the past week, luncheons were held where the judges met each contestant individually and rated her as to charm and poise and personality. Now, at this moment, right down there, the judges' votes are being tallied. The 15 girls they choose are the only ones who will go on to the swimsuit and evening gown presentations, and then only they are eligible for the title of Miss USA 1968. Stay with us and you'll discover how good a judge of beauty you are. And you may discover something that'll make you feel really clean.
This card, which I have just been handed by the judges, is their selection of our 15 semifinalists. There are 15 girls on this card. Now, I will present them to you in two groups. Neither I nor the girls know the names on this card, but only these 15 girls will still be in the running for the title Miss USA. Good luck to you, girls. Good luck to all of you. These names are not in alphabetical order. Before I read the first one, I should say that just by virtue of the fact that you're here tonight, each and every one of you is already a winner. The first name on the list is Miss Louisiana. Number 2, Miss Alabama. For number 3, we go up north to Miss New York. Now we have 3 of our 15 semifinalists down here. To join them, here is Miss Connecticut. Number 5 on the list is Miss Ohio. I have 2 more girls to add to this first group. The 6th place goes to Miss Arkansas. Now, number 7 is supposed to be a lucky number, and indeed it is for Miss Washington. Congratulations, girls. I know you'd like to get to know these girls better. Miss Louisiana here is Kathy Hebert. She's a student at Southwestern Louisiana. And in rehearsal, Kathy, you told me you have quite a delegation here, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Who's here?
My mother and father and lots of kids from school and my grandparents and aunts and uncles and just everybody.
My goodness. Does your family always travel in a group like this?
Yes, they do.
Vacations, too?
Yes, well, we take 2 of those. But anyway,
What do you mean you take 2 vacations?
well, it's hard because the children like their own.
How many children do you have?
We
in your
have
family?
4 girls.
Well, how do you arrange this?
Well, they decide where they want to go, and then Mother and Daddy need one after they get back.
You mean your mother and father take the children where the children want to go, and then your mother and father go where they want to go?
That's right.
And after the vacation with the children, they need to
They
go by
sure
themselves.
do.
Huh? All right, Miss Louisiana, congratulations. Take your place right down here. Lovely Miss New York is a model in New York City, and you have 3 older brothers and 1 older sister. What did they think when you became Miss New York? Her name, incidentally, is June West. What did they think, June?
My brothers were a little surprised because they always told me I was so skinny I could tread water in a garden hose.
That I would like to see. You like to ski, huh?
I'm just learning. And,
How's it going?
well, I've had a few falls. I made the mistake of wearing a bright orange ski outfit with a purple turtleneck. And when you're just learning, you don't wear a bright orange ski outfit.
Why not?
Everybody can see you for miles around.
Oh, I see. Maybe that's why I never wear white golf shoes, huh?
That could
They
be.
can see all our mistakes. All right, Miss New York. Linda Hoyle here is Miss Ohio, and you're a senior at Ohio State, huh?
Yes.
And what future plans do you have? What would you like to do?
I would like very much to go into musical comedy, professional singing.
Oh, you sing?
I'm a voice major. yes.
Uh-huh. How'd you get started singing?
Well, when I was 10 years old in the 5th grade, my music teacher gave me a solo, and I decided I really liked being in front of an audience, so I kept on singing.
You like it?
I love it.
How do you like it right up here as Miss Ohio in front of all these people?
It's great.
You know, you have such a nice smile. And that's one thing, ladies and gentlemen, these girls, their feet get so tired, you know, and everything. But you have to keep smiling. How do you do that? What do you think about to keep smiling?
You just think about what an honor it is to be up here representing your state and that you want to do the best for them that you can.
Well, your smile, your state should be proud of. Thank you, Miss Ohio. Now, Now, we have Dee Dee Anstead here, who's attending the University of Washington, and you are a member of the largest family of any girl who is a delegate here to the pageant. How many are there in your family, Dee Dee?
I have 8 brothers and sisters. They're 11 in all.
My goodness, that must be interesting, huh?
Yeah. Well,
What do you do, like, well, at dinner time? Do you eat in shifts or what?
No, we have a great big table, and instead of asking for the salt and pepper individually, we started out at one end and just keep passing it all around. Then you start with the butter and pass that all around.
And that's the last you ever see of it.
Yeah. And for conversation, we don't talk much. You just eat as fast and as much as you can.
Well, it certainly looks good on you, Mrs. Washington.
Thank you.
We have little Miss Arkansas here, who is Ann Smithwick, and you're studying elementary education at Arkansas State University.
Right.
And have you done any practice teaching?
No, but I have worked one summer with the Head Start program.
Well, then you were teaching.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. And what about disciplinary problems? Have you had any?
Yes, there were 2 little boys which were really devils.
How'd you handle that?
I just told them that if they didn't behave themselves, I would send them to the principal.
And that straighten them out?
Yes.
Is that the way you're going to handle problems with your husband, too?
I don't expect to have any
Any husband?
problems.
Oh, all right, Miss Arkansas. Now, lovely little Miss Connecticut here is Janice Shalinsky. She's studying theater and speech at the University of Connecticut. And what are your other interests?
Well, I like astrology. I'm not sure it's valid, but I think it's very interesting.
You're the one, then, who's been doing the horoscopes for all the girls in the pageant, huh?
I don't know if they appreciate it, but I do.
Well, now, Janice, I was born in I was born in December. I'm a Sagittarian.
Yes.
What can you tell me about Sagittarians?
Frank Sinatra is a Sagittarius, too.
Is Frank Sinatra?
Isn't that wonderful?
What?
And that means you're compatible with me because I'm a Libra.
Am I compatible with you? I might have guessed as much. Thank you very much. Now we have Claudia Robinson here from Alabama. And Claudia, you have been pretty close to the Miss USA title in the past, haven't you?
Yes, sir, I feel like I have. Sylvia Hitchcock is also from Alabama, and she goes to the same, or went and will be going to the same university that I attend. And so I feel like I'm very privileged to be standing in this spot right now.
Yes. And what about water sports? Aren't you interested? Aren't you an enthusiast? And
I love swimming and diving very much.
what kind of dives do you do?
Oh, all kind. We can try some hard ones you want to.
All right, tell me about them.
Oh, you can do a reverse dive with a couple of twists, or you can do just some plain front dives. But then you can always get on a high dive and do a couple of flips maybe, and try some back things and just everything imaginable.
I got news for you. I'm never going to make it. Because by the time I learn all the intricacies of these dives, I'm going to be too old to go out on the board.
Well, you can try anything if you have a sweatshirt on
Why a sweatshirt?
to keep it from stinging when you always land on your back.
Oh, I see. All right, take your place out there, will you please, Miss Alabama? There are our first group of semi-finalists.
Well, this is Miss USA of 1967, Cheryl Patton. Well, Cheryl, last year when you found out that you were chosen one of the 15 semi-finalists, how did you feel?
Well, I was excited, nervous, and my mind really went blank. My family was in the audience, but I couldn't see them. I knew they were there, but that didn't help. I was just nervous as always. It must be
really exciting when you go backstage, when you have to change into your swimsuit.
Oh, that's right. It's complete turmoil. The audience really doesn't know what we go through, but you have to worry about looking good and just hope your swimsuit isn't on backwards. I think the greatest thing about the pageant, though, is all the girls become such close friends.
Well, then you recommend trying out for the pageant.
Oh, definitely. I think it's the greatest and most wonderful thing that's ever happened to me.
Well, that's certainly the strongest recommendation you could give. And now, A word from the cleaner that can make your kitchen floor win any beauty contest.
All over America, people are cleaning dirt that's never been cleaned before. They've discovered a totally new floor cleaner. New heavy-duty Top Job, now stronger than all other leading liquids. Watch it out-clean a well-known white liquid on this test kitchen floor. See? Top Job's much stronger. Now so strong it cleans dirt that's never been cleaned before. Totally new heavy-duty Top Job with ammonia.
Pardon me.
Yes.
You're sure choosy about tomatoes.
Choosy. They're from my family.
Then why choose that peanut butter?
Leading brands are all alike.
Tomatoes are different, peanut butter's different. Sniff your brand.
So?
Now, a whiff of Jif.
Smells more like fresh peanuts.
Taste Jif.
Tastes more like fresh peanuts.
Now see the difference?
Guess I'll try Jif.
That's why choosy mothers choose Jif.
We've asked Paul Anka to introduce three special guests to the pageant. Paul?
Thank you. Each year the pageant is honored to welcome back former Miss USAs as guests. I'd like to present them to you right now. Miss USA of 1964, Bobby Johnson from the District of Columbia. Miss USA of 1965, Ohio, Sue Ann Downey. Sue Ann. Miss USA of 1966, Maria Remenier of California. Maria. Thank you.
Each year we ask the girls to prepare a special super extravaganza production number. And of course all the girls must learn the super extravaganza production number because we never know which girls will be available to participate when the time comes. So the girls have been rushed into place. Let's see what happens. Here's another great George M. Cohan number as presented by the Miss USA Precision Singers and Dancers.
Even after our curtains, he said, I had a
wonderful. And would you believe it? That's the first time we've ever done that number without somebody getting hurt. That was wonderful. Now, in recognition of Armed Forces Day, we have a special guard of honor for our reigning Miss USA and for tonight's winners, 5 veterans of Vietnam representing some of America's finest men. May I present from the Air Force, Captain Robert Kitchen. From the Coast Guard, Engineman 3rd Class Kenneth Borchers. From the Marines, Captain Blanton S. Barnett III. From the Army, Captain Gary Lawhead. And from the Navy, Lieutenant John Cullen. Now I would like to present the young lady who has represented us so well during the past year, our reigning Miss USA, Cheryl Ann Pack.
As Miss USA, I thought all I'd be doing this year is smiling, shaking hands, and smiling some more. But as I traveled, I realized being Miss USA is so much more than that. For instance, did you ever see a llama sneeze? I did in Lima, Peru, and it was only the beginning. I counted raindrops in Waikiki, and I think I learned how to use chopsticks in Chinatown. I slept in a real log cabin in West Virginia. I went to the top of the Space Needle in Seattle, Washington, and the top of the Gateway Arch to the west in St. Louis, Missouri. I saw the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia, and I saw snow for the first time in Denver, Colorado. The people in Phoenix gave me a Roadrunner, and at last I got to see Disneyland. I visited many hospitals this past year, but in one hospital I met a Green Beret, and he said, "Would you sign my cap?" And I said, "Sure." And while I was signing it, he said, "Just as soon as I get well again, I'll get up and I'll go right back over there. But I'm going to be so proud to wear my cap with your name written inside." Well, my wonderful year has come to a close, and I wouldn't change 1 minute of it, especially now, when all I have left to say is thank you and goodbye.
Thank you very much, Cheryl Ann Pack.
Well, if you've ever wondered what happens to Miss USAs after they stop being Miss USA, they usually become Mrs.'s. Of the 4 former Miss USAs here tonight, 3 are married. Sharon Brown, 1961, and her husband, Joseph Scales, live in Jacksonville, Florida, and have 4 children. Bobby Johnson, 1964, her husband, Ken Kaufman, and their baby live in Glen Ellen, Illinois. 1965, Sue Ann Downey is married to Judge Richard Olson and lives here in Miami Beach. Miss USA of 1966, Maria Remeni, is unmarried and is living in New York City and attending Columbia University. 1967's Miss USA, Cheryl Patton, plans to go back to the University of Miami and continue her major in psychology and do a little modeling after she passes her crown and title on tonight to the next Miss USA. And now, since we've been considering all these lovely girls, we'd like you to consider something just as interesting: a nose watch.
The Miss USA beauty pageant will continue immediately after station identification.
At this time, we present our 15 semifinalists in their evening gowns. After this, the judges will hand me a card with 5 names on it. One of these 5 girls will become Miss USA of 1968. Ladies and gentlemen, our 15 semifinalists. Miss Louisiana. Miss Alabama. Miss New York. Miss Connecticut. Ohio. Miss Arkansas. Miss Washington. Miss Hawaii. Miss Virginia. Miss New Mexico. Miss Tennessee. Miss Maryland. Miss Michigan. Miss California. Miss Nevada. And there are our 15 semifinalists. And now, judges, you have just 5 minutes in which to eliminate all but 5 of these beautiful girls, so go to work. And while the judges are hard at work, here to sing for our 15 semifinalists is Paul Anka.
Thank you. When I take my sugar to tea, well, I'm as ritzy as can be. 'Cause I never ever take where the gang may go. When I take sugar to tea, well, I'm a rowdy dowdy, that's me. And this one's as small as me. And I never ever take where the gang may go. Take California tea. Every Sunday afternoon, we forget about our cares. Rubbing our elbows at the rich with the millionaires. Oh, I got a big one. When I take her to tea, well, I'm as ritzy as can be. Look, Mom, I never ever take her where the gang may go, but I take sugar to tea. And when my sugar walks down the street, all the birdies go tweet, tweet, tweet. I never take her where the gang may go, but I take sugar to tea. She's so affectionate that I'll say this. When she kisses me, I've been kissed. I never take her where the gang may go, but I take sugar to tea. Every Sunday afternoon, we throw away our cares. We are rubbing elbows at the rich with the millionaires. But I'm taking my sugar to tea means what, honey? I'm as ritzy as can be. No, I never ever take her where the gang may go when I take my sugar to tea. And when my baby's walking on downtown, everybody kind of moves around. When I take each and every one of them out to tea, to tea.
You see down there? Well, right now the judges are marking their ballots and choosing the 5 finalists. And over there are newspaper men from all over the country, and newsreel and newspaper photographers, and of course, in the audience, many of the girls' families, everyone waiting for the final decision. And you millions of viewers at home, here's your chance to prove that you know a beauty when you see one. Jot down your own personal choices for the 5 finalists. Find out who's the best judge in your family. In just a minute, we'll hear who our judges have selected. And in the meantime, here's a word about how to handle a common problem from Scope Mouthwash.
I've been given a card here which has the names of our 5 finalists. One of these girls will be Miss USA. Number 1 among the finalists is Miss Washington. Another young lady who is still in the running, Miss Nevada. Place number 3 among the 5 finalists goes to Miss Maryland. The next girl to take her place on one of these cherished pedestals is Miss New Mexico. One more girl among the 5 finalists, and that girl is Miss Louisiana. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our 5 finalists. Congratulations, girls. And now, girls, in these final moments of the pageant, we come to the questioning. I want you to remember that the manner in which you answer your question and the poise that you display will help our judges in making their final decision. Now, since this is so very important, I want to ask each of you the same question. So, Miss Washington, will you please step right over here to this microphone facing our judges? And girls, will you 4 come over into our soundproof booth? Norma Shearer, Miss Hospitality, will show you the way in. All 4 of you, right over here into the soundproof booth so that you cannot hear Miss Washington's answer. You'll come out one at a time so no girl will know how the other girls have answered the question, because you'll all be answering the same question. Now, Miss Washington, I've taken the question out of my pocket here, and it says, as a spokesman for the younger generation, what is the best advice you could give to people your own age? Will you please direct your answer to the judges?
I know it sounds trite, but the best advice I can give is to be honest and do your own thing.
Very nice, Miss Washington. Would you please take your seat right back here? Now, Miss Maryland, would you step up to the microphone facing the judges, please? You'll answer the same question that Miss Washington answered. The question is, as a spokesman for the younger generation, what's the best advice you could give to people your own age? Please tell the judges.
The best advice I could give to anyone my own age is to accept advice from those who are older.
Very nice. Miss Maryland, you just be seated back here. Miss Washington, you may be seated. Open the isolation booth and let's bring out Miss Louisiana. Step right up to the microphone, if you please. Miss Louisiana, the question that I want you to answer is this. As a spokesman for the younger generation, what's the best advice you could give to people your own age? Please direct your answer to the judges down here.
The only thing that I can say is for all the people my age to try and be wise. Listen to your parents, because everything they tell you is for your own good.
Thank you. Right back here and be seated. And now, Miss New Mexico. Miss New Mexico, step right down here, if you please. I want you to direct your answer to the judges. The question is, as a spokesman for the younger generation, what's the best advice you could give to people your own age? The judges are here.
The best advice I would like to give teenagers of my own age is not to go along with the current thing or Do things that you do not really believe in, and don't do them just because your other friends are doing them. Do what you believe in your heart is right. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss New Mexico. Right back here and have a seat. And now our last finalist, Miss Nevada, number 5. All 4 girls have answered the same question, Miss Nevada, and the question is, as a spokesman for the younger generation, what's the best advice you could give to people your own age? Please tell the judges.
I think the best advice I could give members of the younger generation would be some that was given to me by several people. To thine own self be true, because if you're honest with yourself, you'll make out fine in every other direction.
All right, Miss Nevada. Judges, you have heard our 5 finalists, and we await your decision.
Well, if you don't think answering the judges' questions is difficult, just try imagining yourself up there on stage with 60 million people watching and listening. But I think the 5 finalists did a wonderful job. They're all poised young women with the ability to handle themselves well in an unusual and really rather frightening situation. In addition to giving the judges one final chance to study the 5 finalists, it gives the judges a clue as to how the girl might handle herself if she is to travel all over the world and be interviewed wherever she goes. The judges are casting their final votes at this moment for the 4 runners-up and Miss USA of 1968. Make your own choice at home and cross your fingers for your favorite. And while we're waiting, here are some unusual hints on how you too can become beautiful.
Now, while the tabulating machines and the judges are keeping us all in suspense, I'd like to present again Miss USA of 1966, Maria Remenyi, and our reigning Miss USA, Cheryl Ann Patton. Girls? All of the girls here in Miami are familiar with the Miss USA creed, and we're proud to present it right now. Maria will read it for you as Cheryl Ann Patton makes her farewell walk.
Representing the states of the United States in the Miss USA Beauty Pageant, do solemnly dedicate ourselves to further the cause of peace, justice, mutual understanding, and friendship among all people of the United States and the universe. And now, after a full week, we're at the most important moment of the entire pageant. I have here the judges' final decision. And the 4th runner-up for the title of Miss USA is Miss New Mexico. The 3rd runner-up is Miss Louisiana. The 2nd runner-up is Miss Nevada. Now, will both of you girls please step right down here? Girls, one of you will be Miss USA of 1968. The other girl will be our 1st runner-up.
Now, the position of first runner-up is very important because if Miss USA cannot fulfill her obligation for any reason, the first runner-up will reign throughout the year. The first runner-up is Miss Maryland. Miss USA is Miss Washington. There's your crown. Carol Ann, congratulations. Turn around here. I want them to see your happy face, Miss Washington. Captain, you present her with her flowers and take her on her traditional walk, our new Miss USA of 1968.
She's from Kirkland. She's 20 years old. She has brown hair and brown eyes. She's 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighs 127 pounds. This has been a great night to remember for Dee Dee Ansett, the new Miss USA. Bob Barker and I will be back on July 13th for the spectacular Miss Universe pageant here in Miami Beach. Thank you. This is June Lockhart saying good night.
The Miss USA Beauty Pageant was presented live from Greater Miami by the makers of Crest with cavity-fighting stannous chloride and by Downy fabric softener and by the creamiest, mildest ivory liquid ever. Remember to join us in 8 weeks, Saturday, July 13th, for the Miss Universe Beauty Pageant. The contestants' production numbers will be recorded. This is Chuck Zink speaking. Good night.